Welcome. What's good?
Welcome back, everybody. What's poppin'?
Say Like a Champ, episode 60. We are back on another fine Tuesday. How are you, Mr. Strizzy?
I'm good, Mr. Ada. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Living the dream as always. You know how it goes.
Absolutely, man. I as always, I know it's gonna be a couple people gonna be kind of coming in with us shortly. Saying we like to start at 6 o'clock. Even when we're late, we try to start at 6 o'clock. So, as you guys are joining in, whether you're watching this live or after the recording hits our YouTube channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We enjoy it and appreciate it for sure too. So. And share the podcast too. You know what I mean? I know we've reached the over 1,000 hours watched. So or whatever it is at 1,000 hours watched. Now we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if y'all can help us do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. And you know how we do, man. We're just gonna get it popping.
Absolutely. Let's get it. And we back. What's good?
Absolutely not much, man. Get restart this Slac episode 60 for everybody out there. But before we get started, we got to bring in our super producer and permanent guest, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Bringing in Mr. Matt Marcus and Mrs. Myra May. What's good?
What's going on, y'all?
Welcome back to the show. We appreciate everybody being with us. Yeah, and as Strizzy said, Say Like a Champ episode 60. I think we're ready to get it popping. We do have a lot to talk about. A lot of interesting things happen over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Some embarrassing things, but
true.
This is the life of a sports fan. But before we get into that, I do have one cleanup. We don't always have the cleanup of the week, but I do have one cleanup. Last week, I accidentally played the intro for NBA Talk twice instead of playing the NFL Talk. And actually, a couple people noticed and let me know, and I appreciate y'all. Absolutely. That's what's up. We got to stay accountable over here.
So we love the feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to try to get it right. I'm going to try to click the right buttons. We got some people joining in. What's up? Miss Carmen San Diego, what's good?
What's good, Carmen?
Welcome back.
Shout out to our girl Carmen, man. She did a lot of free publicity for us today, you know what I'm saying, reposting the podcast and stuff like that. So much love. We appreciate that, most definitely.
Yes, absolutely. Sharing helps tremendously, and she did a great job of that, so we appreciate her. Mr. Anthony Weston checking into the show as well. What's good?
Mr. A Squared.
Right.
What up, my guy?
He stays excited, with the being a Chiefs fan and all that. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and get up into NFL talk unless you guys have anything else you want to check in with before we get started.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. We got a lot to talk about.
All right, for sure. Let's see if I can click the right one. What's up next?
Let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk.
Let's get it.
All right, NFL Talk. Week 6 in NFL is officially in the books. And first and foremost, we got to congratulate Mr. Super Producer Marcus for winning Week 6. That's what's up. Great job, man. First host to win.
I'm mad because I could have got all of them right because the Rams shouldn't have lost, nor the Patriots should have lost. So
right,
for real.
The misses were the Patriots and the Rams. I was definitely going to mention that. Those are crazy ones where basically everybody, I think, on the sheet got those two wrong. So you did a great job with that. We got to congratulate you. So I don't know if you want some type of prize, but I just am thankful for you holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
One of us had to get it.
Y'all gotta take him to the taco spot.
Oh yeah,
did you ever go?
I went.
I was gonna say, I had him up. You didn't like it?
I think I'm gonna let you order next time because I got it wasn't the stuff.
What'd you get?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
we did it online, and I don't know what happened. So we'll have to let you order it. Cause I didn't get my cup of stuff either. It was like
Oh, you didn't get
online.
the
Like, yeah, I was like, I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, we have to go back and do it right.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we gotta
appreciate
do
that
it.
though, because we always keep it real over here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
We're
100.
not gonna fake the funk with that.
We don't
So
sugarcoat nothing.
what's good, Stephanie Washington, repping the Cowboys? What's good? We
Yeah,
appreciate
repping the
you checking in.
Cowboys, true fan.
Gotta stay repping the Cowboys. So as we move into week 6, the recap of the games, you guys just want to hit it off with that right away?
Yeah,
I mean,
might as well.
last night was
first.
tough for a Cowboys fan, but as a Cowboys fan myself, I do know those hard days. But especially living in Arizona, it makes it a little bit, a little extra twist to it. But that was rough. The defense, as we know, are trash, and the offense was really bad. Obviously, Zeke having 2 fumbles in a row doesn't help. All of a sudden, he had 5 fumbles in his whole career lost, and now he's had like 4, I think, this year. So that's the problem. It seems like it's in his head. And also, I feel like they didn't call a proper game plan. They didn't really let Andy Dalton actually try to throw too much like behind the sideline little stuff. But
and like everything he was throwing, like there was no timing, nothing was on key, nothing was on point. Like receivers, it was just a whole hot mess.
yeah.
And obviously, I'm gonna let y'all kind of go in on your squad or whatever, but it kind of there's a lot of disconnect right now with the squad. Not just on offense and defense, but I think between the coaching staff and the players as well. Mike McCarthy in his post game interview talked about how he had thought the team had the best, what he said, like the best practicing they've done all week, preparing that they had all week and stuff like that. And then just today came out the players basically threw the coaching staff under the bus, basically saying that, they haven't prepared us for nothing, the end game changes, adjustments like that haven't been there. Jerry Jones, like I know when Andy Dalton threw that touchdown pass to who do you throw it to?
Cooper late?
Yeah, really, really late. The guys in the top box were clapping their hands. You see JJ's face, and he was like, "What are y'all clapping for?" Like he was literally like, I know he had his mask on, but you could see it in his eyes, dog. He was like, "Why are y'all clapping? You think it's cool? Like we're down 38, now 10, but like he was not happy. So there's a lot that they gotta fix, man. But I don't know. I don't know if the defensive coordinator got to go to fix it. Is the defense really that bad? Like I don't know. I mean, they're that bad.
They're that bad. They might have to fire him just to prove a point or whatever, but that doesn't necessarily make anything better. But
No,
Marcus,
sure.
how do you feel though?
I don't know. I don't have much to say, man. So
yeah,
I can keep on talking about it.
No, I'm with you.
I feel you, dog. I feel you.
It's like the fact that they're still 2-4 and still the top of the division is like pitiful. Like it definitely should have an asterisk because we are shit right now. Like, there's no 2 ways around it.
But that's what's giving them hope to keep going and stuff like that, which is, fool's gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the only bad thing is there's a lot of bad teams out there. There's a lot of winless and one-win teams where it's like we're not even maybe going to get a good draft pick, even though we're trash.
Right, but even then, like, it's just horrible. Like it's. You went through the whole coaching change. You added offensive pieces. The defense still needed a lot of work, which we weren't oblivious to. But, yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, maybe we weren't giving Jason Garrett enough credit. Probably not, but I'm just saying, like, it's like, dude, what's going on? I don't know.
I agree to that. I don't know if I talked to you about this, A-Dub, but I talked to somebody about it where we were talking about I might have been my boy David, but we were talking about the coaching staff and how, we've been giving Jason Garrett so much crap for the last 3 years, almost feels like. And it's like we got a whole brand new coaching staff in there and something's still just not working. And I think part of it too is because, we call, as you guys call them every week, America's team. It's like we hold the Dallas Cowboys to a certain standard. You know what I mean? And maybe it's fair, maybe it's unfair, but I think because we hold Dallas to that standard, like this ain't okay. You know what I mean? No shirt gang in the building.
No shirt gang. No shirt gang.
I call him out when we see him. But for real, though, you know what I mean? It's just overall offensively didn't look great. Defensively didn't look great. I think we keep saying Mike McCarthy's gonna start calling plays himself soon, but if he starts calling plays and it still looks like this, like what's really the deal? Because I think this team is much better than this. Last year I picked them to think it goes to the Super Bowl. This year I thought they'd be even better. But yeah. I don't know. Something's not clicking, and it's it's like, what is it? You know what I mean? What's going on?
Right. Well, from a team that's definitely not clicking to some teams that are. So the Titans, Steelers, Seahawks are the lone undefeated teams.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to ask y'all, who do y'all like out of those teams as looking like, does anybody really look like a scary team or just like an unbeatable team, or is it really different this year?
I mean, the Seahawks look great.
Yeah.
The Seahawks look really great, but this year is such a opportunity for things to happen that you can't just say somebody's going to go undefeated for so long. There's so many variables this year that can impact a team. I mean, we saw the situation with Cam Newton. Cam Newton gets sick, he's out. Patriots are not really their offense is not as productive as it had been. So to me, the Seahawks look great. The Titans, the way they finished last year to where they started now, they look great. But like I said, the same thing with so many variables, like it's still up in the air.
Yeah.
Marcus, go ahead.
No, she said I was going to say. So about to see, I think Seattle the only one. I think so far.
Got you. I'd agree with that as well. I like what the Titans are doing. I actually thought the Titans were going to come out a little bit slow, having all that off time, with COVID and everything like that. But they came out firing and destroyed the Bills, and then they won this past week too. So they look good. They're going to be sound. They're going to be one of those teams that's going to be sound offensively and defensively, and they're not going to make a lot of mistakes. So shout out to Coach Vrabel on that. The thing about the Steelers with me is I still think I can't remember what it was exactly, but they actually have one of the easiest schedules this year or something like that. So they're undefeated, but I'm still waiting for them to go play somebody good. So we'll see how they fare out when they play the Ravens, because got them twice this year.
Right.
But yeah, I agree with Marcus and Myra about the Seahawks. They look really good, man. And even when teams seem to come back, they still find a way to win. Man, Russell is doing his thing.
They do, but Anthony Weston did bring up a good point that their defense is like fifth worst. I think that their defense still has the chance to improve. They still got some players, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it is kind of interesting, but I don't think anybody looks too scary. I don't know.
Right.
We got brother checking in.
The positive, just like Anthony mentioned, they have the fifth worst defense. Again, where do they stand on the productivity of the offense? Because if you have your offense who is clicking, your defense has a little bit more cushion. Now, if you're the Dallas Cowboys and your defense is shit absolutely every time and your offense is not clicking, then we're up shit creek without a paddle. So,
well, yeah, and especially with your offense, they're not doing anything either. So, definitely. All right, one more topic I think is pretty interesting. I'm excited for it. It seems like it's Tua time. The Dolphins did announce that they're going to go to Tua as the starter. They're 3-3, and they have a bye week this week, so he's going to have a little bit of time to prepare. What do y'all think about? What do you think about that?
They shouldn't have brought him back against the Rams.
Right,
they should have. I think should have waited. But I don't understand when they second in place in that division, and you're gonna bring him in like they won 24-0. So Fitzpatrick didn't look bad. So I don't understand what they doing with that. Because to me, you put more pressure on Tua to come back and keep winning now. Like, I think I would have waited to see how they did in the division. Maybe start playing bad teams. So you got an excuse to put him in. But now I think you put more pressure on him. So I don't know. It may be something that's going on. Like they're trying to say, the front office might want him to play. Like, okay, you want to play? We'll put him in now, and you'll see what happens. So honestly, I don't know if he's gonna last. I don't think he's gonna last. That's my opinion. So we'll see how it goes. I think he rushed him out there.
I'm with Marcus, actually. Yeah, I mean, I'm with Marcus, actually, on this one. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, we've been waiting for Tua. I'm ready for Tua in a sense. Like, I do want to see him get out there and, play in an actual, NFL game. He threw, 2 passes for 9 yards in the short amount of time he actually did play against, a horrible team like the Jets. You know what I'm saying? So, but like you said, Fitzpatrick hasn't played bad. They're second place in the division. It was just kind of weird that now, it's almost like out of nowhere. It's like, nothing bad happened to Fitzpatrick. They didn't lose the game to the Jets. You know what I mean? So I just thought that was kind of weird. That that doesn't normally happen. You know what I mean? And like I said, the Rams probably isn't the game you want to bring him back against. You know what I mean? Again, excited to see him because we all want to see what he has. But I think this way might not be the best way. And I was kind of thinking to myself too, Was this one of those things where Fitzpatrick came to them and was just like, hey, let's just get the rookie in there. I know I'm the backup. Y'all are eventually going to make this decision anyway. Like, just set me back? Or did they just up and, hey, sorry, you're going to the bench. We're moving to it to starter. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, this doesn't happen this way ever. So it's just kind of awkward.
I agree with you all. Like, I don't have it at hand with me, but looking at Fitzpatrick's stats up until now, he's not playing bad. So that's my sentiment with you all as well. Like, where was the change? And for me, even when we talked about Tua's injury and Tua's recovery, my biggest thing was I hope they don't rush him into the fire so quick where it's another injury. I would have given him more time to heal, more time to run in practice as if he were actually playing a game, give him opportunity to run with the one sometimes, but yeah, I kind of feel like both Strizzy and Marcus said, at this point, what was the reason for the change? Why was the change? Even then, like Miami Dolphins posted like a Fitzpatrick appreciation post. I mean, you just benched the dude. Like if I was,
that's why they were doing that. They were letting them know, hey, you got us here. But I agree with what all you guys are saying, and I think that the only reason why maybe is he must be looking pretty good in practice. I mean, why else? They must think he's really ready. So we're gonna find out really quick. I'm excited though.
Most definitely. And Anthony, if you put up Anthony's latest comment, he had a really good point. You know what I mean? They need to see what they have early. But at the same time, though, it might be too early. It might be super early. You know what I mean? Like a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of times if they're, not the first round pick because they need a quarterback right here and now, start right away from jump. But other than that, a lot of quarterbacks sit a year before they get their shot unless, their starter gets injured. But I'm excited to see him. I just thought it was really weird how they're doing it. Like I said, like this isn't normally how things go with these type of situations. So we'll see what they have. We'll see what they have. But Fitzpatrick has looked good. That's the crazy part about it. Like, he's looked really good. The offense is moving. Like, so I don't know. That's why.
They can always go back to it, I guess.
But I think also they had to talk to him about it too. So maybe he probably encouraged it. Probably that's probably what caused it or something like that. So that's something I could think of. Maybe he encouraged them to go and throw him in the game and see because he probably know like he ain't gonna last. So go ahead.
And he knows exactly why he's there too, though. He's not gonna care.
Yeah.
For sure.
Brother Eric says they got to see if the horse can gallop if they know if they're going to take him in the back. So they want to see what he can do. And Anthony Weston says best experience is experience. So we'll find out. But I do agree with Marcus. One point you made too is like they're still second in the division, so you never know. Mm-hmm. And extra teams are getting into the playoffs this year, so we will see how that works. Anything else though for NFL talk? Do you guys want to talk about any other specific games?
The Vikings taking that L was a surprise to me.
Yeah.
The Vikings taking that loss was a surprise.
Actually, the Steelers-Browns, I can't believe I had a little bit of faith in the Browns, but they gave them the smackdown.
I was on top of my fantasy. One of my fantasy leagues, I messed up because I put Julio on the bench. So it was 38 points I had on the bench. And I also had Anthony, I think, what's Brown from the Titans? Is it Anthony Brown?
AJ Brown?
AJ Brown. I had him on the bench, and he had like almost 30 points.
But you won this week.
No, not that fantasy, another fantasy.
Oh, okay.
I still won that one. Only reason I really won that one is because of Watson had 52 points, and I had Jefferson. He had 44 points. So just imagine if I had AJ and Julio in the game, I would have killed my. I would have had that like the most points. But I was like, I won, but I was still like, damn, I left all those points on the bench because Julio wasn't doing it all year, and AJ Brown wasn't really doing anything either. Right. So what's going to happen? I'm putting both in this week. They're both going to trash again. Watch.
That's the ups and downs of fantasy football. I hate that about it.
But I did want to talk about. I was surprised about that Packer game. Like they were like the first quarter, whatever. They was relaxed, dominating, right. And they won. You could tell he was too relaxed. So he kind of just threw it, and he ran for a pick. Like, okay, I'm good. Oh, he's like, okay, cool. Then that second one, you didn't even see him trying to go get the tackle. He was like, God, Lee, what am I doing? Right. They changed the whole game around. Like I was like, dang it, the Packers look bad and the Bucs look really good because Gronk and Brady are back.
They are back, and I think that defense though was a little bit ferocious.
Absolutely, that's exactly.
They came down and shut down the Packers' run game first, and then they were kind of ready for that. And we kind of talked about that on Thursday's show too.
But David, I think it's his name, the linebacker, Day 54, or is it Davis? Is it David or Davis for the Bucks? Man, 54.
Davis, I think.
He was murdering. He was killing him, and then JPP looked like he was with the Giants again. I was like, "What's going on?" Then Sue, I love that. Even though I don't like you hit the quarterback too hard, but I love how he dominated Aaron Rodgers. How he didn't really hit him, but he like pushed him to the ground and was like, "Yo." But they were trying to make a big deal. I think they were talking to each other, but I don't think it was like bad. You know, I think they knew each other from the past, from the Detroit.
Yeah.
They're talking like, they keep on talking to each other. What's going on? You can look at Rogers' face. If it was something really bad, you know, but it was kind of like competition thing. I think it was.
Yeah, even Sue's face too. There was like no aggression.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't
no aggression
crazy. Yeah, when you're in the game, you could be friends, but on the field, you know, we can compete. Absolutely. But it was just the way Sue I haven't seen him since the Rounds, and he came. And he was wrecking shots. So if they play like that, the Bucks gonna be a dangerous team, man, especially the division. But I just love how Sue, he kind of dominated that game. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, defensively they're really, really good, man. So we'll see.
But if Grunk comes like that, that's gonna be a tough team because they already got the receivers. Because Mike Evans didn't do anything.
Right,
so, right.
Anthony West is excited already for the Chiefs-Bucks game.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game, man. That's gonna be a really nice game.
Absolutely. And Gronk's going to get his time in with OJ Howard on the IR right now, so Gronk's going to get his touches.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, any other games? Anything else for NFL talk?
Well, not for me.
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
All right, that's what's up then.
I want to ask y'all, like, Le'Veon, like, you think he's gonna take him a while to get in the groove? You think? I thought he would play a little bit this game, but I guess he didn't do too much.
I don't even think he was there yet.
Oh, he wasn't. Oh, okay.
I don't think he was available because of like the tests and stuff.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
But I seen Anthony say send him and Clyde in the backfield together. That's gonna be dangerous right there, man. So
absolutely.
Of all teams he could have went to, he went to the Chiefs. Like he made that much better. That's crazy, man. So.
Oh yeah, he gonna eat there for sure.
I hope that he starts as kind of a secondary back, and they keep it kind of how it is now. And yeah, like you were saying, Mark, like work him in slowly, and then use him in spots. And Andy Reid will know what to do.
Absolutely,
he'll squeeze all the toothpaste out of that tube.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't want to keep talking about it, but what happens to his contract though? The Jets they just dropped him, so do the Chiefs pick that money up, or does
the Chiefs only have to pay him a little bit, and then the Jets have to pay the rest.
So they do have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So something had to happen for them just to drop him like that, you know. So I was like, they ain't got nothing for him,
right?
So I'm done.
Oh no. And Brother Eric says Murray went nutty just like Strizzy, like we said he was Trizzy. We knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, like it's like when we picked it, we were saying like we were both kind of on the fence. It was like Dallas should win this game. But, you know, if the Cardinals get going or whatever, it's
going to be
over. Yeah. But, yeah, Brother Eric, you're right, man.
That was bad.
I knew Carl was going to run. He was going to run.
All right, cool. Myra, you good? You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
I'll talk.
All right, then we'll keep it moving and hit it up with this next topic. All right, NBA talk. So I guess now we're officially fully into the off-season mode.
Mm-hmm.
The draft is coming up November 18th, so that'll be very interesting. I think a lot of teams are starting to discuss potential trades or see what's going on with this pre-draft stuff.
When does the new season start?
They haven't said.
I don't think we know yet. Yeah.
But it's looking more and more like it's going to be somewhere on the other side of January 1st. Maybe even as far back as like normal All-Star break, like in February or something like that.
That'd be smart, I think. That'd be better.
Yeah. Especially if we can start to build up a herd immunity, you know what I'm saying? Get some kind of other, measures in place and get back into stadiums.
How is Arizona? How are you all doing right now? Like, speaking of herd immunity, like, Is the economy functioning? Is like people moving around? Are y'all back to work? Like,
Oh
What?
yeah, we've been back to normal for a while.
Yeah, I mean normal, but still kind of.
You gotta have your
you're
mask
normal.
on and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
everybody's
I
kind
think-
of figured out a way to get back to
but
business.
nothing shut
basically.
down though. Everything's open.
Yeah.
we're
As
back.
normal as we can be.
We're back in the office November 9th. So like out of home, back to the office, and they're trying to like transition kids back into school. So that's where that whole conversation came up. You said hard immunity, and I'm kind of like,
So you guys wasn't in school or anything?
So we're transitioning kids back to school starting November 9th.
Oh, I thought they already been back to school. I know here we've been back to school. There's football games going on and everything like that. So
Oh, really?
I just know I know in Texas where I'm from, like football, and they've been back in school. Like they've been like
yeah, we
normal.
have sports going on, but our kids are not physically at school.
Oh yeah, where I'm from, they was in school and everything. They've been in school. Like my nephews, they've been going to school and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. Some places more than others.
I kind of agree with that, like back to our NBA talks. I already took us off course there, but yeah, that side of January, and hopefully we can have some type of normalcy back to sports.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. Brother Eric says Chris Paul to the Lake Show is one rumor he's got. What do you guys think
that's
about
already? I think that's gonna happen. I think that's kind of guaranteed gonna happen.
Guaranteed?
Yeah, I think so because I think Rondo's out, so I think they gonna guarantee get him in there because if you have Rondo, you don't get Chris Paul, So I think Rondo already knows people are probably already talking to him. He might get paid a little bit more somewhere else. So I think for sure he's going because I know him and Perkins are good friends, and Perkins been saying different things about him going to the Clippers and stuff like that. So I think Chris Paul definitely there.
Does Chris Paul come off the bench or does he play?
No. He starts.
So LeBron's not the point guard anymore.
Well, how I did the same thing with James Harden. Similar. They both have these different positions. They have the ball in their hands. I think they played well together. I think it'll be cool. So I think this will be he'll have all his friends on his team except for Carmelo be the only one left that he hasn't played with. But
right,
I think Chris Paul for sure. And I think Chris Paul and I think Oladipo, I think he might come.
If they get both.
Because you can't win with the same team you got. It's not going to happen. So I think you got to get little pieces. I think Chris Paul will come for cheap too because he want to win. So you get Oladipo or Bill, but I think Bill is going to Brooklyn. So I think it's going to be nice. I thought John Wall might try to go to Lakers, but I don't know. He might
stay, huh?
Yeah, I think he's going to stay with the contract and everything. But I think Chris Paul, they owe him. The Lakers owe him to come, So NBA, go ahead and make it happen.
Right. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
One other thing too in NBA talk news, the Pacers did hire Nate Borkin, is his last name, I think you said. He was an assistant coach for the Raptors. So
who hired him?
The Pacers. So they fired Nate McMillan and then they got Nate Borkin. I think is how that's probably not how you say it, but
they was in the playoffs. They did get swept, I guess, but I don't know.
They did get swept. I don't know. I like Nate McMillan, honestly, though.
Yeah.
He'll get in that job, some assistant. I don't think a head coach, but he'll get an assistant job somewhere.
Yeah.
And did you guys see the? Go ahead, Myra.
I was gonna ask Myra, do you know about this dude? Because you kind of know something about the Raptors or something.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I don't know of him, but I'm saying if he coached under Nick Nurse as an assistant and Coach Nick Nurse just got Coach of the Year last year, that gives him a good step in the door, especially if he's running anything similar to his system. And you can't deny somebody who has an NBA championship. So, well, let me take that back because we know several people who have NBA championships.
But I know what you mean, though.
Off of riding the wave. But on the coaching side, he just recently was on an NBA championship team. I don't know of him, but it's interesting to see the direction the Pacers are headed.
Yeah. That's another free agent too, Fred VanVleet. Do you guys think he's going to just stay back and sign with the Raptors, or are you going to go somewhere else?
Man, sounds like I'll get him. I would get him.
You get him.
I think he had to deal with the Suns. They need a point guard.
Yeah. I think he wants to go. he's been playing so well. I think he wants to go somewhere where he can kind of like be not the man. I don't know if he got the man type tendencies. You know what I'm saying? Like the Batman somewhere, but I think he definitely wants to go somewhere where he's like the legit hands down like point guard starter. Period. So
yeah,
well, we'll see. But dude's balled out for the last season and a half when he kind of started playing the championship run year. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he stays with the Raptors. I think he goes somewhere else.
It'll be interesting, but sometimes I don't know why I feel like this, but sometimes certain players they just don't play the same like when in a different situation. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So we'll see. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Anthony Weston says nobody's giving Jason Kidd another chance. Which his name really hasn't been any of the talk so far. The Pelicans, Rockets, OKC, and Clippers are still looking, but I think he's laying in wait for the Lakers job.
but exactly. He got a few chances early. He got fired, got a job right back when he went to Brooklyn. So he went from Brooklyn to the.
I think he went to the Bucks first, and then he went
to Brooklyn, or vice versa.
Somewhere, yeah. Those are the two.
Yeah, so I just think he got a 2 job early, so he can relax. I think he could get a job. They might start slow, and they might get rid of Vogel. I still don't respect Vogel as a head coach, so I think they're gonna start slow next year, and then they'll fit him in there and get him out of there. He's not going anywhere. But I did see a little post earlier that our guy Andre Ingram, remember the guy from the Lakers G League?
Oh yeah, the Silver Mamba.
Yeah, he became the president of the G League today.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
if anybody can advocate and have experience like that, he seems like he'd be a good guy for it.
I don't know if
that's
you can
dope.
see it, but yeah, he became the president, so that's kind of cool. I think that's the thing. He might go from there to the NBA, so they give him a shot. But he sounds like a great guy, man. So I was happy to see that.
And that's definitely how the G League system works. Even people in their front office, they give them consideration to work in the NBA at that level because they have experience in the G League. I have a really good friend who started down here, and she's been with the Clippers for 6 years now. And so she worked front office down here with corporate sponsorships, and now she's up with the Clippers doing that. So, yeah, that's definitely how the G League farming system goes, even with people in the front office. So that's super cool for him.
What do you guys think about Morey stepping down? You think he stepped down, or he got let go?
He got let go.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
I think it's mutual, probably, though, because he knew it was time to kind of probably change.
Yeah, I think it was a respect factor. I think it was just like, look, we respect you enough to not fire you, but you know what it is. And he was like, all right, bet. I resign. You know what I mean? Like, I'm stepping down since, Coach D'Antoni's no longer going to stay here. Because they didn't really fire D'Antoni either. D'Antoni, mutually decided to step away from the Rockets as well. So,
right,
you know how it goes.
But who you guys got? Who's your Final Four for next year? You guys got some guesses? I put Brooklyn in the Brooklyn Heat, and I'll put Lakers and the Warriors next year.
I can agree with you.
I'll probably agree with that. I'm curious to see what the offseason is going to look like. So I want to see all the offseason changes. You know what I mean? But I probably agree with that too. I don't really see Boston doing anything, honestly. I think they're the same exact team this next season as they were this season.
Never liked them.
For sure. Right.
For real. I'm sorry. People think I just never liked them. I still think Jason Tatum is overrated. I don't know. Just my opinion. But I think because he worked with Kobe, they're like, oh yeah, they don't mean anything. Like to me, he ain't got that Kobe-ness in him. So I don't know.
No Kobe-ness. Kobe-ness. I think that sounds like a good Final Four. I think the Rockets are going to have some kind of interesting, change depending on who the head coach is. I think that the Clippers, same thing. Is Ty Lue enough to just really – they're going to run it back and make a difference now? Depending on what happens, I think that sounds like a good matchup in both sides.
Yeah. And like Trizzy said, I want to see the moves too. I think –
the Bucks too.
I think the Warriors – I was about to tell you, I think the Warriors trade their pick to the Bucks because I just think like – when do it now because when Giannis leave the next year, you're not getting that for him. Like right now, you can get a good pick. You get Wiggins, you know what I'm saying? Maybe something else with him. But when he leaves the following year, you don't get your team's trash. So to me, if I was the Bucks, I was like, hey, I want to trade for him. Go ahead and get that, give him that pick, and then we'll get Wiggins, and and go from there. But they don't. They keep the. I think they'll get the big guy. They don't. They still be decent. But I like to see Giannis over there. I don't know. I like that fit for him, but we'll see.
I think the top 4 that you picked right now is a really solid pick. But I do want to see what happens off season. And the reason I say that is because the Rockets do have to make some changes. The Rockets definitely have to make changes. That small ball can work for some time, but it's not going to work in the playoffs. It's never going to get you to a championship. So I want to see what they do there. And I'm huge with exactly what you just said. Like, where is Giannis going? Are they moving ahead now? What are they doing? So I really think it'll be interesting to see the offseason changes. 100% agree with the Warriors are going to be another team to watch again in the West. The Lakers look great. Of course, anything with LeBron in it seems like it's just touched by Jesus. And I agree. The Nets with Kyrie and KD and the Heat, the great young team this year, only have opportunity and room to grow. So I definitely want to see what's going to happen with off-season changes and then make a decision once we have like the drafts, who's going where, and it's more settled than right now. So if we said this the way too early to call it, I would agree with your 4, Marcus.
Yeah, that's what's up. Anthony Weston agrees, and Brother Eric says Brooklyn out of the East, Lakeshore out of the West. He just has 2.
Yeah,
And
I can't agree with you with that. That'd be nice.
I do like the fact that the draft is coming soon, though, because that is going to force some of these trades to happen quicker if they want to include those draft picks. So even though this draft is a little bit light, it seems like, we'll still get some action. So
Do y'all think
It's kind of funny.
Baby Ball goes 1?
Who?
LaMelo.
Baby Ball, LaMelo.
Not a chance. He might go 5. It's not a chance. I tell people he's overrated. He ain't that guy. So no.
What y'all think? Seriously, Ada?
Who was first? Good. Minnesota?
Yeah.
Mm.
It just really depends on how it goes.
I know. My thing is, because Minnesota's picking first, I wouldn't doubt it. But my first pick is Anthony Edwards out of Georgia, man. I agree, but sometimes you best player in the draft you go with. But for me, like,
I like him.
If Warriors grab Anthony Edwards, man, like, I don't think you obviously Giannis is a generational talent, you know what I'm saying? But like, Edwards is he's not like super big. Like, he played like in a small forward spot, I think, maybe. But dude can shoot, dude can move, he can dunk. He's got a solid body on him already, and he's young. Like, the kid's actually really, really good. But I don't know. I just like him.
I don't think T Wolves picked the big guy though from Memphis because they got a town. So
yeah, I don't think so.
It don't have to be Edwards, and the same thing with the Warriors. They don't need Edwards. I don't think they need the big guy. So that's how I was gonna go. So LaMelo don't fit neither one of those 2 picks. So
he's gonna slide.
That's why, he's gonna go down.
And Warriors have 3rd pick, right?
No, they got 2nd pick.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah, I think the Hornets got 3rd pick.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, I mean, Giannis would be a perfect fit for the Warriors too, just because even though he is big, he don't move like one.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to keep up with the kind of that small ball and
the reason why the Hornets not gonna pick up LaMelo because Mike don't like his daddy, so he ain't picking him. That's what I'm saying. He gonna go down at least 5th or 6th. I'm telling y'all, watch.
Yeah, it's Timberwolves, Warriors, Hornets, Bulls, then Cavs.
Cause the Bulls don't need him, so he ain't going to the Bulls. Cavs it is then.
We'll see. It'll be interesting, but there also could be some trades, so you don't know. It could be some different teams in the mix up there.
True. And speaking of Giannis, you saw the Bucks came out basically and said that they're not looking at any trades for Giannis. That if he decides not to come back the year after,
the numbers be right. You say that now.
I know, I agree, and I feel like if the trade offer is right, you have to, because I get it. The Bucks are the Bucks, so they're used to being that rebuilding phase. They're used to being at the bottom of the barrel. So it's like if we lose them, then we lose them. But if you're going to lose them, you might as well get something for him, in my opinion. So I don't know. I don't know if he makes it the whole season with the Bucks. They might trade him and let him go. I would. I don't think he stays.
Eric says
I would.
And Anthony says the Knicks go up and get Melo. The Knicks would be nice for him. I think he could fit in New York. That's a lot of pressure on him though, but we'll see.
Angel Perez is checking in.
So
By the way, he said, "What's up, nephew? What's up, everyone?" He said, "Go Cardinals."
Oh, I'm
We gotta
coming with that
respect it
Cardinal stuff,
for
man.
today
Come
only.
on.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
funny though.
okay.
These Cardinal fans, boy, they living here. They really bold right now. They saying they going all the way, ain't all this. Y'all
So-
killing me.
so do we-
That division is pretty good though.
Win next week, then we'll come on here and say go Cardinals.
For sure. That's gonna be a big one. Because that's when the real tests start coming in. But no, they're pretty good. Murray can run around.
You know, when we did our Super Bowl picks, I was like diehard, like the Cowboys are making it in, and I'm like, the fuck happened?
Yeah, it went bad.
It was horrible.
All right. So one more thing I have for he said I don't say crazy stuff. That's
I
just,
know.
yeah, you're a realistic one.
I want to say the other Cardinal fans, you good, you realistic, man.
Brother Eric says Michael is something else. He'll pick up LaMelo just to despite his father.
Oh, that's true too. I ain't
It's
think about
true.
that.
Jordan petty than a mug.
Yeah, I ain't think about that.
Okay. One last thing for NBA talk, and this is kind of NBA talk, but it's actually about Space Jam too. So my cousin sent me this Twitter feed it's apparently supposedly the plot for Space Jam
Right.
2. So I want to read it. Did you guys read it? Okay.
I read it.
No,
Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't read it. So go
I want to
ahead.
read it and I want to see what you guys think, okay? And see what our Slackers think. So this is supposedly the plot for Space Jam 2. During a trip to Warner Brothers Studios, NBA superstar LeBron James and his son accidentally get trapped within a world that contains all of Warner Brothers stories and characters under the control of a malfunctioning, all-powerful force named Al G, which is played by Don Cheadle. With the help of Bugs Bunny, LeBron must navigate through a never-before-imagined world filled with iconic movie scenes and characters as they reassemble the Looney Tunes to rescue his lost son. Now, to get back home, LeBron and the Looney Tunes have to unravel Al G's mysterious plan and win an epic basketball game against digital gamified super versions of the NBA and WNBA's biggest stars.
We
Yo,
told you
they're
before.
fucking
If he wasn't going to be the villain, a bad guy, it's going to be trash. And then you bring his son in there, which I know he's not going to play his real son. Trash. I ain't watching that.
I think it's going to be Bronny, right? Don't you have to bring him?
No,
Everybody knows who he is.
no, because Jordan didn't do his real kids.
But they didn't get to play in the game and be part of the movie and everything.
I know, but I'm saying I think you got to get an actor too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do a son, he has to be. I don't think they can act. You can't just because you my son, you're gonna be in here. I think you got to be able to act a little bit too.
Just because he's LeBron doesn't mean he can act, even though he's all right. I guess.
But I'm saying they're gonna cover him. You know, he can kind of be himself. But as a kid, I think it's more pressure on the kid to be more of a performer. But if he's not gonna be the villain, I think it's trash because you pretty much doing the same thing Jordan did. It's hard. Like you're the good guy. I don't want to see that.
So I don't know how credible this plot is, because why would they tell us the plot ahead of time? You know, like
2020. That's why.
Everything leaks out.
Yeah, everything.
Who is writing this up? And the reason I speculate is because on the last release of LeBron tennis shoes, he released the Monstars. So to me, I'm like, he released the Monstars for a reason. Like, he's on the villain side.
Okay.
But see,
I hope he is, because I don't like the good guys though.
Well, but they said in this thing though, it says play an epic basketball game. It doesn't say whose side he's on. And who knows? This mysterious villain might be trying to like recreate the first Space Jam movie, but now they gotta like undo it or something. Who knows?
But it says he's with Bugs Bunny though, so Bugs Bunny ain't the villain.
He ain't gonna double cross Bugs Bunny.
Right, leave it alone. Do not bother it. It's over with. They already bothered though, Eric. So I agree.
Trevor, what's good, Trevor? Trevor says LeBron should have all those acting on those flops. Oh man,
right, you right.
My sister says I'm open to it, but only because you said reimagining classic scenes. That right? I think that he's gonna be in Harry Potter. I think he's gonna be in like Ghostbusters. I think he's gonna be in all type of Warner Brothers movies.
But what they gotta do with Space Jam though?
I mean, it's 2020, like you said, anything's possible. I don't know.
That's too much.
I think it's gonna. I think
do a series or something.
I think they're gonna use though all their properties that they have to kind of like play on people's nostalgia and stuff.
But the other reason why too, that plot might be right because the jersey came out. They don't look like a Monster jersey. It looked like a Looney Tunes jersey too. So
Yeah.
that's another reason why it might be the right plot, you know. So and LeBron, I don't think he could play a villain. I think he has to be a good guy. So if he's a good guy, I'm gonna walk out of theaters. If I don't know by then, I'm gonna walk out. I'm one of those types to do. I'll do that. I love LeBron, but I ain't got time for that, man.
Only ever walked out of Ace Ventura because my grandma thought it was a movie about pets, and it was too funny. That was so funny.
Like y'all walked out in the middle of it.
This was a movie. Yeah, that's the only movie we ever got.
Nah, the beginning of it, the fan scene. I'm sure it was the fan scene.
We didn't get very far into the movie. I thought this was a movie about pets.
Wow.
Like, oh my god! All right, Strizzy, though, I want to hear what you had to say because you had read this before, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. To me, I guess I'm kind of like teeter-tottering over like, do we want it to be very similar to the first one, or do we want it to be completely different? You know what I mean? And for me, I think I'm right now more so on the side of the fence if I want it to be totally different. Like I'm so tired of. I'm really tired of the comparisons of, you know, Jordan's or Kobe's the closest thing to Jordan, but I'll never be Jordan. And now it's LeBron's the closest thing to Jordan, but I'll never be Jordan. Or he is better than Jordan. He is better. Like, if they're gonna redo it and they're gonna let him do it, like I want to go in with an open mind of like, all right, look, I love Space Jam. The very first one with Jordan, it was an amazing movie. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I have to watch this movie with the sense of this isn't that. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the reason why I kind of do want to give it a chance to be like, all right, let's see what he does, because LeBron can act. Like LeBron has some of the funniest commercials of any NBA star that have come out. Like he's got some pretty good ones. You know what I mean? Since coming into the league at a young age. So I kind of want to give him the that one too. Like, yeah, he was pretty funny in that as well. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I totally agree with Kelly, what she just said. Totally. I think
she said, "Oh, we're gonna do that red box with a code for a free movie."
Yeah, totally.
Right.
You're a mess, man.
I'm with her on that one.
Right.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
But I am with you in the fact that if they really do, there's a lot of like iconic Looney Tunes shorts as well. So I'm curious if it's going to be more so iconic scenes that way, or if like you said, like they could throw some Harry Potter stuff in there. They could throw some Ghostbusters stuff in there. Like that would be really. I think that would be actually pretty dope if they really expand it.
But there's like Ghostbusters and Harry Potter that they considered part of like Looney Tunes though. Is that like
no? But it's just all owned by Warner Brothers. And that's why I think they're gonna mix all the characters up, like do like a multiverse.
I don't know. When you think of Space Jam, you think about cartoons. I don't think about Harry Potter, Ghostbusters. I think that'd be too much. That's my opinion. Maybe they'd do something good with it. I don't know. I'm
interested to see which WNBA stars are going to be in it, though.
I thought Harry said though. I thought Kenneth Parker for sure is in it, and it was somebody else. They said Klay Thompson's in it too, and it was AD. Gordon from the Magic, he's a villain in it. They said they've been said that stuff like that though. So if you look at that, they'll show what players are in it. But I know Kenneth Parker, and I think I know she's in it for sure, and Gordon and AD's in there and stuff like that.
Cool.
So and Klay Thompson's in it, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's gonna be a villain though. I really don't think he is. I know Gordon is a villain on the squad, so I don't think he's gonna be with him. I think Gordon gonna be.
Might have to join and then do a double cross.
Oh, okay.
You never know.
you giving a lot of shots though. You giving a lot for LeBron. I'm proud of you, AD, because you really pushing this. So yeah, you trying to get on. That's cool.
Trying to give him credit.
He did give you a championship, so you getting a little softer on him. That's good.
Yeah, exactly. Now I can give him a little bit of
nice. You gotta be nice to him now. You know, so.
Unc wants to see Morbius when it comes out. A lot of movies are throwing
that. Me too. Morbius is dope.
Is that the one with Denzel's son? Morbius? Is that the one?
No, that's Tenet.
No, that's a Marvel movie.
It's already out. Denzel's son's already out.
You talking about Tenet?
Yeah.
Tenet. I heard Tenet was really good. Like really good.
And brother Eric's talking about too. He said Coming to America. Yeah, it's coming out.
I was doing the same thing, but
better not, man.
But Eddie Murphy came out and said this is gonna be better than. He said guaranteed it's better than the first one. So if he said that, I don't think he's telling it. I think he's telling the truth. So he said it got some nice spots and twists in it. He says it's gonna be pretty cool. I think even his kids are in this one too. So I think it might be pretty dope. He says it's a 2020 movie. It's for 2022. So it's gonna be more modern
Social
looking.
media
So.
stuff in it probably. That's
And he said most of all the old people are in it too again. So I think his old wife, I think she's gonna be in it too. So
I'm scared to watch
good.
it, honestly. I'm like scared to watch it because
Nah, when he said that, he was very confident when he said it. So I was like, I love Eddie. We talked about it already. So
Right, I know.
Eddie said it, we good with it.
I think it's gonna be fun in general. I mean, even more so than being an actor, writer, producer. He's a great writer. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna be good.
And then in a couple of years, Beverly Hills Cop 4.
No, it'll be 5. He already made 4, right?
No, it's just the 3.
I think it's
No,
the 3.
it's one more. It's real cheesy. It's super cheesy.
No, that's 3. When they went to the theme park?
That's 3?
Wally World? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 3.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Pretty sure. I kind of want to double check, but I'm pretty sure there's only 3
No,
of them.
that's 3.
Okay. I thought he did 4 of them.
We still waiting on 4. Trust me.
Anthony just put the Monster starting, and the first person he said he's a real monster in real life is ugly self. So he's a real monster. Like he gonna play that role. No makeup, no nothing. Just be yourself, Pat Bev. Don't do nothing to him. Just give him a jersey and be yourself.
Yeah.
That's just Beverly Hills Cop stopped at 3.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Yeah. But okay, I think it's time to transition. To other sports. Let's get it.
What's next again?
Other sports?
Oh yeah, other sports. Okay, so not football.
Yeah, not basketball. We did that already.
Oh, okay, like hockey.
Yeah, like hockey. Feel me?
Okay, like baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Like soccer, right?
There we go.
Like soccer.
Like other sports.
All right, so other sports. The World Series is on right now. We got the Rays versus the Dodgers. Marcus, we lost Marcus. What happened to Marcus? I have somebody here that wants to say something, Marcus. Because you do have to admit, okay, the Astros were down. They were down 0-3, and they made a tremendous comeback.
It means nothing.
But it was when we saw this guy. When Orbit came back out, they started winning, and they almost did it.
But you didn't bring him out again, though, because he's playing every freaking day, so we didn't get a chance to get on here. He was trash.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, he did his thing for a while. So thank you, Orbit. You know what I'm saying? You did your best. But we got to say goodbye to Orbit until next year. So once we brought him back out, though, it was working. But all right, so. Anyways, the World Series in North Texas, all seats are sold out.
Yep.
And Anthony Weston,
they are.
They were looking very expensive. I got a shout out to my homegirl Ruby, though. She's going to be at Game 4 on Saturday, so that's what's up.
Where they playing? Is it a professional? Is it like the Astros or it's the Rangers? Oh, okay.
And it's a brand new ballpark that they just opened this year. Yeah.
So they haven't got to play in it yet. The Rangers?
Well, no, I mean they played in it all this year, but this is the first time
they played. Oh, okay.
And it's right across the parking lot, basically from the Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the Dodgers are actually up 2-1 right now, in the bottom of the 5th. Kershaw started this game, and he looks like he hung in there. So that's what's up. So is it the Dodgers' year? This is their 3rd World Series in the last 4 years.
They got to get it, man.
Yeah.
This was a lot of people's preseason pick. They made it. They survived the Game 7, came back from 3-1. I think they got to do it, right?
Yeah,
they have to. I know. I think I remember I picked them to win the World Series this year. Although I will say I was kind of low key hoping that the Braves are kind of
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, what I'm saying, kind of finish it off.
I feel bad for Atlanta sports, man. It's just like, God dang.
I know, it just can't.
But there was a big turnaround for the Braves. They're almost a year too early. It's like they still got a lot to build on.
But you up 3-1, like you just need to lose that.
Just one more game. That's all you needed.
Yeah, but the Dodgers is one of my squads for sure. So I am excited, and I did want to give a shout out actually to at Ray93. This dude, it's been over almost a year now, but he's like an OG slacker. He's actually followed our Instagram page for a long time and interacts with our Instagram page. He's a big Dodgers fan. He was actually my Uber driver one time, and we got to talking, and we ended up getting around to the podcast, and so he's actually been following us since then. So shout out to him, man. I'm rooting for your Dodgers, man. We'll see if they can do it for him.
Isn't one of our friends too, the lady OG, was it OG Sports or something? The one lady we had on here.
OD on Sports, Annie OD,
Yeah, Annie.
Dodgers too. She's yes.
Okay. And then one cat that they drafted for, or they traded for, he's been playing. He been balling out too.
Mookie
The one
Betts.
they caught the thing.
Yeah, and I have to admit, I didn't realize exactly how good he was. I knew he was really good, but I never watched him play consistently because I hate the Red Sox. Now watching him play all year, I'm like, dude, this dude's really good. So he might be the difference.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if Tampa Bay wins because then the hockey they won too.
Lightning.
Yeah.
So if they win, then the Bucks go to that'd be three sports that can have a chance to go all the way.
Well, but if the Dodgers win, the Lakers won. So
yeah, so it's looking really good for.
I think that may be better though because it'd be hockey, baseball, football instead of just baseball and basketball.
But if you have baseball, basketball, and football, the Chargers and the Rams could still win it.
It's not shot for them to go.
Stop it.
Be real. Sorry,
Anthony Weston says.
Sorry, Trevor.
Anthony Weston says if they lose, they're the Buffalo Bills, which is kind of similar.
That's rough.
Man, just lose. You know what I'm saying?
That's rough.
And the Bills, I was a Bills fan. I just feel bad for them because they lost one off of a field goal too. Like they went 4 years straight. Like,
and it was all against the NFC least too.
Dang, at least the Broncos did the same thing similar, but they came back and got 2 in a row. You know,
right?
So, but Buffalo,
so that way Elway could ride off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Terrell Davis, you know what I'm saying? The Bulldogs always involved. And speaking of the Bulldogs, they lost to Alabama this weekend. They got exposed a little bit. We knew that our defense is still ferocious, but we were going to be able to hold ourselves in that game as long as the offense could score.
But I didn't watch the game, but I heard. How did you feel at halftime? Did you guys say, "Oh, we're gonna win this"? You had a feeling, or you thought, "I don't know yet"? How did you feel like at halftime?
I was teetering back and forth because Georgia all year we've played one good half of football, and it's always been the second half. So up until this game, it was the first half, and I was like, okay, we kind of got away with it. We shouldn't even be this close. And I'm like, it's either going to go one of two ways. We're get back on what we were doing early, or they're going to have the adjustments. They're going to blow us out. And that's kind of what happened. So,
hey, Trevor, I apologize, man. I said I was sorry. I forgot you was on here, man. My bad.
You never know what could happen. You know what I'm saying? They could get hot. And you guys love Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert. So, I really like the guy. I really like Herbert. I think he'd be good. But I didn't watch the game.
Never trust the first half against Bama, and that's so true. We've been up on them 3 times now.
So what happened with Saban? Did he coach any or anything? Because I didn't watch the game. So
he coached.
He came on the sideline.
So he tested positive on Wednesday, and then he tested negative Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So they cleared him, and he coached like no normal. Like,
so he had to do the quarantine thing.
No, he quarantined from when he tested positive. But then immediately he started testing negative. So he was either no longer contagious or he had it for a while. They didn't realize it. But somehow he was there Saturday like nothing. He led the field.
So and everything. He was outline, cursing and everything.
Yeah. Mask on. But yeah, he was right there.
Everywhere.
So that's why he won then.
We talked about the fact that, these things are going to probably happen in the SEC. Like they don't interrupt ball. So.
Dang. When you seen them come on there, did you guys know before the game or?
Because they were talking about it. They were talking about it on Friday. They were like, okay, he's tested negative twice now. If he tests negative again, per the SEC protocols or whatever, he's back in it. So.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of expected that he was gonna. We expected him to be there.
Oh, they won or number 2. I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
They're number 2, and then Georgia only dropped to number 4. So
that's good.
Alabama, Notre Dame, and then Georgia. So we're still up there, but man, we can't slip around anymore. We can't play around no more. We have to win the rest of our games and then win the SEC championship, which will be probably against Bama. So
it's kind of crazy, right? That he had like a positive test and then immediately tested negative. I know down here we had a lot of cases where there were like false positives.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't say his was a false positive, which is
yeah.
They did?
What? No, they didn't. I don't think they did. They said he tested positive. They didn't say it was a false positive. They just said he cleared up. I don't know.
Hey, it's Nick Saban. He probably y'all gonna get me out there. I don't care. It's positive? Say it's negative.
Or high water.
Do it
Like,
anyway.
I'm gonna come out there. Yeah, I'm just glad that the game didn't get canceled. Honestly, even though it was rough. And Unc says, "Oh, what's good? What's good, shirt gang?"
What up? I like the NBA. No team.
He said shirt gang.
Oh.
It's the shirt gang.
Angel says Notre Dame sucks, and they do. They barely. They. I think they scored like 9 points. They barely won, but
Are they undefeated still?
they're undefeated still.
It's just
So-
weird to watch college football this year because you look at it, it's only like 6 teams playing. I'm used to a whole bunch of teams playing stuff, so it's just kind of weird this year how it goes.
I agree, but the Big Ten does come back this weekend, so there'll be more mix for sure.
Oh, okay.
And
when did Pac-12 come back?
I think it's like the first week of November. I think they're still like 2 weeks out or 3 weeks out.
Do they both get a chance to go to the championship game, or they don't get qualified for that?
Well, they'll qualify depending on their ranking. So if they are impressive enough, they go undefeated. You know,
but can they are they able to catch up though to these games? Because they don't already play like 5 games though, right?
Well, that's the thing. Their schedule is going to be much shorter. They're going to end up like the SEC is playing 10, the Big 12 is playing 10, but I think the Big 10 might only be playing 8, and the Pac-12.
How's that fair though? How's that fair? They don't play the same amount of games.
But the thing is, it's just going to come up to the committee, and if they say Oregon, they're 7-0, are they better than Georgia, who's 10-1?
Okay.
I think it's just going to come down to it, but they'll be in the mix. They're going to be in the rankings, so we'll see.
Okay.
They might get left out because of those reasons, though. That could happen.
Okay. Yeah.
They're going to have to really look strong and get style points. But anyways, college football is fun, though. I'm glad it's swinging again. We need that.
Did you guys was it a home game for you guys, or was it in Alabama?
It was at Alabama.
Oh,
so that makes it even tougher, yeah, a little bit.
Was it how many fans they had? Quite a few fans there.
They did the 25% thing too, I think. So it was like around 20,000.
It was loud though, huh? Like it was full.
Yeah, they were doing their thing, and they got lights installed. You know what I'm saying? They try to copy our swag with the lights and everything.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah, they had a.
I wanted to watch it, but I was busy that day. I was like, man, I wanted to see that game.
Yeah, but one other thing for other sports talk that I thought was kind of funny. I don't know if you guys saw this. Charles Barkley and Phil Mickelson are going to play against Stephen Curry and Peyton Manning on November 27th in Arizona, actually at a golf course here. And I think it's Black Friday. I think that's the day after Thanksgiving. It wasn't
cool.
It was.
But why would they do it against one pro golf and the other one's not pro? I thought he should have did it with somebody else that can play.
I guess Curry's that good.
Curry. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Okay, I got you. It makes sense.
I think Curry's good enough to kind of even it out. Yeah, exactly.
Got it. And Peyton's pretty good too. So yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because Barkley ain't gonna do nothing.
I'm just gonna try to pull up though. Like we should try to find this golf course.
Definitely gonna get the drone out there. Definitely gonna do that.
It's a charity event, so maybe they're
definitely. We all should roll up. Trevor, let's get together, man. We all, you know what I'm saying? Play your we're not trying to be funny enough, but play your card. You know, when we get there, like, hey, you like, hey, I didn't know. And then we'll be good. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna play your card, Trevor. You know, we're gonna be right behind you as you go up and see what happens.
Sounds like a plan to me. We got about a month to plan it. So
if it don't go, he said Tucson. That's far.
Oh, it's in Tucson. We might have to make a road trip, hit the outlet, hit the Bookmans down in Tucson. You know what I'm saying? We'll make it an event.
That'd be a good trip.
How far is that from you all?
Like a couple hours, like 2 hours.
Yeah.
No. We said Charles Barkley.
Chuck sucks. Yeah. No,
yeah.
We know Steph can play.
That's what we're
know.
Steph man even it out.
Oh, A-Dub, you leaving us.
Oh no.
Your connection is. I think you're back now.
Am I back?
Okay. Tell Pops to get off the internet. What he doing over there, man? Tell us what he does.
There was a surge. There was a surge of some sort. Oh man. Okay. All right. I think it's time for this or that, though. We'll keep it moving with that.
Man, are you ready though, Mara? You need a second.
Are you ready? So at first I looked up like the worst NBA coaches like of history, and then I'm like, I don't even know who the hell these guys are. That's how bad they were. I was like, yeah, I can't put this one because we're all gonna be like, who is that? So in turn, I went for the best NBA coaches, being that the NBA championship just wrapped up. So who would you rather be coached by? Phil Jackson or Greg Popovich?
Phil all day, easy.
Yeah, I would say Phil Jackson because
11 rings.
Yeah, and I think we would speak the same language in certain ways.
Yeah, especially the zing too. You're gonna be in there meditating and stuff. Give me to me.
Right.
Oh.
Trizzy, who do you like?
I like Phil Jackson, obviously, but I'm also like, you also want to like think about like what your roster looks like too. I know we always throw a swing at Myra's this or that, but I want to know what my roster looks like.
Who are my teammates?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying for myself because Pop, he's the type of person he could yell at you. I can't take that. Like you ain't gonna yell at me.
Right.
I'm gonna yell back. I'm not Tim Duncan. I'm not Tony Parker. I'm not gonna be like, okay, you right. No, like who you talking to? So yeah, it ain't happen. So Phil, I have to take Phil, and I respect Phil a little bit more. Even though Pop is cool, but he ain't gonna be doing that yelling at me. You crazy?
Right.
I ain't got you fought championship. You still yelling at me? Nah, I'm good.
Brother Eric, we're live, by the way.
I think Mitch is a great coach, but for me, if I was an athlete, he's too fundamental. And I know you have to have fundamentals in order to win the game, but to me, there's like no room in the offense. I've never liked the Spurs for that reason. Like they're not fun to watch. Like there's not big things happening with the Spurs. Like it's
I have a question too. Though I just thought about something. So does LeBron gets a little more on the greatest of all time? Does he get a little more credit because he never had a Phil Jackson? He never had a great coach, has he? He never had a dope great coach. He had Spoelstra, but Spoelstra at the time he was still learning. So does that give him a little more credit because he never had a great coach?
Not to me because he's always had great players in their prime.
Well, Jordan did too.
He had one.
Dennis Rodman? He wasn't? He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer.
But Dennis, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Dennis. I do.
The reason why I said that because look at LeBron. Right now, AD, he's not one yet. But like Chris Bosh will never be a Hall of Famer. So he only had one. He's got two championships and played along Dwayne Wade. That don't mean anything. I'm saying he didn't finish his career either. No, he's not. You really think Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer? T-Mac is in. T-Mac's in. He ain't on T-Mac numbers though. You gotta think about that. T-Mac, every team T-Mac was on, it was his team. He never been he was the third wheel. So that's it's gonna affect him. Nah. I'll put money on I like Bosh too. I'll put money on that. I hope I'll put money on it too. So we gotta make a bet. Yeah, we got to. We're gonna come back in a couple of years. If he do get in, we're gonna be 60 years old. Talking about, oh yeah, you want to bet? You gonna get $5, bud. Because he's not getting in there no time soon. If you do get in there, so. No, you're underrating Chris Bosh a lot right now. Like he gets underrated because he played with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. No, but listen to me. I've been watching Chris Bosh since high school, so we play against him and everything. So I know a lot about Chris Bosh. I'm saying what I'm saying is he went to the Heat to be third wheel when he won those championships. He wasn't the best player on the team, and then how he ended his career. You got to think about those. T-Mac, every time he's on the team, he was a main guy. He was the best player on the team. He put up numbers. The ball was in his hand every time. So he put up great numbers. Chris Bosh, the Heat, you got to remember, his numbers went all the way down. So you got to put that in consideration. You want to, but they don't mean anything, though. You was on the team, but you only his points went down. That's the only thing that went down. Rebounds stayed up. But that's what you need. The points are more than rebounds, though. Rebounds, blocks. I'm sorry. I disagree with you so much on this. It's not funny. We'll have to do a good one on this one. We'll put up. Yeah, he's not. I love him, but he's not. He's guaranteed not going to Hall of Fame. Like, because we need the SLACers to weigh in on this one for sure. That's a good one. I don't know. But let's get back to this real quick. Angel Perez says Popovich. Anthony Weston says Phil. Brother Eric says Phil. Trevor says winning is pretty fun though, so I think he's leaning Popovich. But Phil Jackson won a lot too, so I don't know which way that goes. So yeah, and then Anthony Weston says throwing Pat Riley as a coach in the mix. I'm still picking Phil. I was going to do Pat Riley and Greg Popovich because I feel like everybody would definitely pick Phil Jackson. Yeah, so, but Pat Riley, that's a good one. I think I would put Pop over Pat though. Yeah. Myra, did you ever say though who you picked? Yeah, I said Phil because I feel Popovich is too fundamental. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. You know, You know, you got a partner now on this or that now, Myra. So when you do one, you know, Eric he gonna follow up with one.
And his
He
is
always choosing those
that.
hard ones.
Rod Woodson or Charles Woodson.
He always picked those hard ones too, because this is a hard one. I would have to go with Charles because he was that flashy type guy after Deion's a cornerback. You know what I'm saying? So, but Rod Wilson was nice too, though. So that's a hard one, but I'm gonna go with Charles though. I've seen both of them play because Rod was dope. He played a long time too. He I think his main thing was with the Steelers and with the Raiders. I think that's when he played.
Right, but he was also on the Ravens too when they did their thing, wasn't he?
I don't think so. I thought the Raiders was the last time he played for. No, the Redskins too. I think did he play for Redskins? I'm gonna look it up because he played for a lot of people though towards the end.
Yeah, he did.
You talking about Charles Woodson or Rod Woodson?
No, Rod Woodson.
Oh,
because Charles only played for the Raiders and the Packers.
Right.
Did I don't think Rod Woodson got a chip either. I don't think
Rod Woodson.
Unless he got one with the Raiders that year. No, they didn't. They didn't win though.
Oh no, A-Dub stuck.
Charles
again.
Woodson. Stuck again.
No, you're back now.
Tell Pops to turn the microwave off, man. What are you doing?
Oh dang, he gone.
He's stuck.
Dang, Pops. If you see his stuff right now, take a picture. Somebody take a picture right quick. I'm looking at Rod. He's back. He's back.
Oh,
I don't know why it's going in and out.
They had you with the fingers.
you started waving and it was like.
Oh, you right. He did win the championship with the Ravens that year. They won that first one. He was on that team. So yeah, you were right. So I don't know, man. That's a hard one. They both got one.
Yeah, I remember him being back there. I don't know why I'm
What's
going.
laughing at? Like she's cracking up over there.
She's laughing at me. Keep going in and out.
Wait, and like every time it freezes, you're like in the best, most photogenic freezes. Like you're smiling, you're cheesing your hands up. Like when I'm on FaceTime and it's frozen, I'm like Quasimodo.
I'm trying to stay still. You know what I'm saying? Just be prepared for it to freeze.
But Eric, man, you always pick the hard ones, man. Cause that's dope, man. That's a good. You could go either one of those guys and you win. Cause they both got one chip and they both play a long time. So I just like Charles. I like him when he's at Michigan. So I'm gonna go with Charles.
Same.
Yeah, that was dope. But
is he the only one that ever won a Heisman as a defensive player? Still, or did somebody else do that?
I don't think he's the only one, but he's like the only one recently.
I think he was the last one though.
Yeah, because I can't say like
that though.
But in the 50s, you know what I'm saying? Dick Buck.
Oh, okay. We don't count those.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's
those.
he's the only probably real one. So, all right, though. But I think that was a good this or that.
I agree.
Marcus, if you want to see for that one, if you want to clean it up first. Oh, I did want to clean up too. Jason Kidd, he coached for the Nets right away, right after playing, and then he got traded to the Bucks actually. And those were his two stops in that order.
Is it time for the guy on the couch? Because this whole time I was like, who the hell is on the couch? And I want to like zoom in and see who it is.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. We'll do final say. Is it time for the guy on the couch?
Right now, it says he's the only one.
Oh, he is? Okay. So that's record setting. But no, so on the couch with me today, this is Wilden Lightfoot from Onward.
Hey, can you explain that movie to me? Because I watched it with my kids. I didn't get it. Like they was looking for their dad like the whole time.
No, this was their dad. This is their dad.
But I'm saying, but towards the end, he came up, but I guess the other kid didn't get to see him or something. All that, like.
So they had like a little spell, and it was bringing their dad back, but it got stuck like halfway. So only his legs were him, and then the rest of his body was like not him.
But towards the end, he did do his full body, though, right?
Right. They finished it so that they could be there with them. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Cause I didn't get the little flying things, the little fairy thing. I didn't get that either. And maybe I should have started from beginning. I kind of started like towards the beginning, but it wasn't.
And it's in like a different world kind of thing. So it is like if you're not paying attention, it's kind of different. Spoiler.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dang.
No, if you haven't seen it, but it's all good.
My bad. She right. I should never say that when we on live like that. I apologize to those people who haven't seen it yet.
Oh, and Brother Eric says you don't mind me doing the this or that, please. I think that's in like Roger Rabbit voice. Is that
No.
okay?
I think that'd be good because you got them hard ones. Are you like 5 for 5 with the hard ones, boy?
Yeah.
Join us.
But yeah, so I think that Wilden Lightfoot, I picked him this week because I think he could have played defense for the Cowboys last night. He would have been just as effective as the Cowboys. So that's why he made it to the couch. I always try to have some type of correlation, you know what I'm saying?
That's messed up, man.
No upper half, no real hands. You just
Exactly, just running, you know what I'm saying? Just running.
Just got legs out there.
I know we haven't won Super Bowl in a long time, but I still think this is the worst team we had for a long time.
I mean, it's been bad. I mean, it's
definitely the worst best team. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like,
yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
It's like the worst best team. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all seen the meme circulating of the girl kissing the guy at the
We put him on the cover. I put him on the cover this week.
Yeah.
Same. Like
he's like the face of the Cowboys fans nation.
I feel you right now. Like
At least she was holding him down though. She was trying to cheer him up, you know.
Hey, I thought you said Brendan Carr was gone, man. Because look, Anthony, his question, he's still on the team?
No, he's gone. So he was back on the Cowboys for weeks like 3 and 4. But
also he wasn't there yesterday then.
No, because when Jordan Lewis came back last week, that's when they cut him.
Oh, okay.
So no, he wasn't.
They didn't go ahead and cut that other guy too, that Worley guy. He's
Worley,
terrible.
you saw him. Yeah, you saw him getting.
Oh, he's terrible. Are you seeing him chasing Kirsten Kirk like, oh, I forgot.
No.
Sorry.
Bad. But Christian Kirk, the hometown kid. I should say that Saguaro. Shout out to my boy Haps. You know, Haps is on it. His son goes to Saguaro.
Huge though. It's big.
His son
balls,
is
like,
76. Let's go. Number 76 in your playbook. Number 1 in your heart. And he's going to be on ESPN on Friday. So,
for real, who they play? Chandler?
They play Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton. Okay.
Hamilton Huskies. So hopefully,
have you going to the game?
I mean, we could.
Hey, we going to the game? Hey, we can make that happen. Is it this Friday?
It's this Friday. Yeah.
All right, we could bring we could do like a little mask and do something with the poster board and be on ESPN, dude. Why not?
Hey,
we can make it happen.
Yeah.
That's the kid right there. I'm definitely supporting him, and I'm really hoping he can get a scholarship. That would be so cool. Brother Eric says, "Post the picture I sent you, A-Dub," and this is what he sent me. I'll just put it up here real quick. And Spencer Rattler's from Phoenix too.
What happened? We ain't talking about that. Forget Oklahoma.
All right, you guys see it?
That's a dude from Rocky.
Throw in the towel.
That's rough, man.
When I saw it, I laughed though because I'm like, yeah, man.
It's rough.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about it is still that they still had a chance to make the playoffs. That's the crazy part.
Right. There's still
people laughing at us, and we still make the playoffs now. I'm like, yeah.
But at some point, we're lying.
The rule, man. I'm sorry.
But I like the fact that Jerry Jones, he said, I don't want to be slow, but I'm faster than y'all. Like, we need to be better. Like, I don't want to play this game where it's like, well, yeah, I know I'm slow, but I'm still faster than y'all. Like, I want to win. Like, I want to be competitive. So we'll see.
I was thinking about it yesterday too. I wonder what the Cowboys gonna be with Jerry Jones. Not saying anything bad happened, but the Cowboys without Jerry.
I don't know. I don't know
how we gonna look, man.
All I know is that it's gonna happen. You know, times change and everything like that. I just hope we can get a Super Bowl before that time comes, so that way it won't happen.
Because then he turned 78 this week.
Yeah, like the other day, Saturday, I think. So. Hey, Anthony West says he remembers Ryan Leaf and Quincy Carter's. Those are some. Hey, Quincy Carter, don't talk mess about Quincy Carter. That's Georgia.
Yeah, they wasn't bad as they were right now.
That was one of my happiest times when we had Quincy Carter and we had legendary coach Bill Parcells. But then they texted one too many times.
I forgot we had Ryan Leaf though. I forgot all about
Ryan Leaf. That was bad. Yeah, that was bad.
Dang.
And that's the same time we had Bobby Carpenter. I mean, we've had it bad.
I thought Bobby Carter was gonna be that next guy too, man. He was trash too.
Ponytail flying in the wind. No way.
Who was the other guy that he played with at Ohio State that went to the Packers? What's his name? Hawk? AJ Hawk, I think.
Yeah, and he was good.
Yeah.
He was decent, but he got hurt, I think.
Yeah. But oh man. Anyways, we'll keep riding though. I'm on board. We'll just you know.
I mean, we have no other choice.
It's like the Titanic. I'm the band. You know what I'm saying?
I think without that getting hurt, I think him getting hurt it brought me back to being more of a Cowboys fan. Because if he wouldn't have got hurt and we lost like this, I think I would have been officially not a Cowboys fan again. But
Yeah.
y'all better thank that I'm still here.
Anthony West says Dave Campos. Dang, that gave me a little bit of nightmares. I remember that too.
I don't understand why we don't bring. I'm telling you, I still think that we're gonna be cursed until Jerry does something with Jimmy. I think he has to
bring Jimmy Johnson back into the fold.
not bring him back, but do something. But do a public apology or something, or do something. I think we'll always be cursed.
Wrong.
He said we're cursed.
I think he has to say like, "Hey, Jimmy, I want to say I apologize to you. What I did, I'll bring him back as a consultant or something.
I need
like,
all the yeah.
I'll give him a ring of honor or something. He has to do something, man.
Hey, don't hold your breath on that apology, dog.
I know.
Don't hold your breath on that apology. I feel you though.
Man. All right, we got my youngster Matt Styles though checking in too.
What's going on?
Great. You be authentic. Check him out too. He's got some little videos on his YouTube page too.
We're gonna check him out after the show, man. We're gonna shout you out, give you some views. We
appreciate you checking in. We appreciate everybody checking in. All right, one last comment. I can't pass this one. Brother Eric says when the Cowboys was the cocaine Cowboys when they were doing damn, and that's true. We need somebody crazy. You know
we do.
You do. I agree with that.
Like Michael Irvin is the first of all times, the first crackhead to get into the Hall of Fame. Like that's dope to me.
Literally. And Angel says it's hard being a fan. Teams put us through mental stress. They definitely do. But I gotta say, coming here with my Slac family and with the Slackers out there joining us, that helps. You know what I'm saying? This was a very nice episode to talk through some of that pain. So
helps you laugh about it for sure.
Exactly. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for us. Say Like a Champ episode 60. Y'all got anything else you want to say before we piece it out?
It was Cry Sunday, Laugh on Tuesday.
Yeah, pretty much. The Panthers gonna lose to every team with a good defense all year. That's what it's gonna be. We're gonna look decent against teams with bad defense.
Wait, what's your boy coming back though? So he's gonna help out there a little bit. So just wait till he get back there, then see what happens.
Yeah, but they're talking about him. Well, we'll see. They're talking about him actually sitting out till like week 9 or something like that.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, they're just not rushing him because Mike Davis is looking okay.
Yeah, he does look
pretty nice.
Yeah, he didn't look good last week, but like I said, nobody did. No one looked good. No, defense looked okay, but our offense couldn't score. We couldn't put points on the table.
I was surprised by that. But that's a good teaser, actually, because we will be back Thursday, do our Week 7 NFL picks, and we'll talk a little bit more. We'll get into the Panthers a little bit more and the Cowboys. Well, no, we don't need more from the Cowboys.
I know.
We'll just get into the Panthers a little bit more since we didn't get to talk about them.
I didn't want to. I don't. I don't want y'all.
Yeah. But all right, and that's what's up, though. We'll be back in a couple of days. But for now, peace out, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in. I am A-Dub.
It's your boy, Strizzy.
It's your girl, Myra May.
Always remember, it's Taco Tuesday.